And I'm involved with a company that I'm excited about, and it might be a fit for you and it might not. But here's what I will tell you up front. You have to be willing to take a look at something that is non-traditional, because this is a non-traditional business that I'm about to show you. If you're okay with non-traditional, we can continue. If you need traditional, you need to go somewhere else. Okay? The name of the company is Herbalife. You might have heard of them. In my opinion, this is one of the most special companies on earth, and I'm going to tell you why they're special. Because if you're going to evaluate any business in the world, and I think the most unsafe place on planet Earth is to be working for someone else. With all the advancements in technology, with all the growth that's happening around the world, to not be pursuing some way for you to be able to work for yourself and be your own boss is irresponsible, because it's risky working for someone else when technology can replace your job in a moment. Okay? So whether it's this opportunity or some other opportunity, it doesn't matter. I'm going to present what I have, and if it doesn't fit, then I encourage you to continue your pursuit of finding something that works for you. Fair enough? After 36 years, I will tell you I've learned there are 7 things that you need to evaluate if you want to look at any business. 7 things that you need to take a look at. Number 1 is the company's products. If the products are no good, there's no need in going any farther. If the products check out, then the company. Make sure that the company's for real. If the company's for real, what's the model? How are you selling these products? Once the model is solid, take a look at the compensation. Is it worth your time? Can you make some money? Number 5 is the support. If you got involved, what kind of support could you expect? Number 6 is timing. What is the timing? In business, timing is very important. And in 7, what is the vision? Where is the company going? And how do you fit into that vision? So those are the 7 things. You don't need all 7 to build a big business. There's a lot of successful businesses that don't have all 7. But in my opinion, if you find all 7, and you don't at least explore it, it's irresponsible. So what I'm going to do is share all 7 with you from my perspective and encourage you to do your own homework about what I'm about to share with you. And I'm going to do it quickly. I'm going to give you an overview. And if it's for you, fantastic. If you want to take the next step, fantastic. And if it's not, at least you understand what it is that I have. Fair enough? All right. When it comes to the product, there are 5 questions that you need to answer. For any product in the world, 5 questions that you need to answer. 1, is there a need for the product? Is there a need in the marketplace? 2, do the products meet the need? Do they solve the problem? 3, are the products backed up by quality and science if necessary? Number 4, are the products priced to sell in comparison to that quality? And number 5, are the products priced for profit? Is there enough margin for the company to get a good value, for the person getting involved as a business distributor to make it worth their time, and for the consumer to get a good value? Okay, if you can answer these 5 questions, you can move on to the next thing. So, is there a need for the products? Longevity, I think you would agree, is a hot topic. Some of the biggest threats to longevity are poor weight management, poor nutrition, poor sleep, and poor physical fitness. I think it's one of the hottest topics in the world. People ready to take charge of their lives, their health, their energy, their vitality, their weight, their sleep, all of it. They're ready to take charge of it. So, who do you know, if you're a prospect, who do you know that needs help with their wellness, their nutrition, their sleep, their energy, or their fitness? Can you think of anyone? Can you think of anyone that needs the help with any of these things? How many can think of at least one person that needs help with one of these things? It's like the whole world is all needs help with these things. So I think the product meets the need. You have to make your decision. Best way, well, the second thing, does the product meet the need? We all agree that there's a need. Does it meet the need? Herbalife products help with fitness, performance, weight management, daily nutrition, targeted support, and skin and body care. And you can look at these at your own leisure, at your own time. But it's a pretty broad offering when it comes to meeting the need. Here's some proof. You take a look at the different products that are available in the marketplace. Let me give you some proof that's irrefutable. Let's take their weight management shake. Just the one product, their weight management shake. 4.6 million shakes every single day, served every single day. That works out to 1.7 billion shakes per year. If the products were not meeting the need in the marketplace, would those numbers exist? Those numbers would not exist. That's not made up. That's not done by distributors. That's customers enjoying and getting benefit from the product. So that proves, in my opinion, that the products meet the need, because that's the flagship. The rest of the stuff continues to serve all different other types of needs for different types of people. Now, the best way for you to decide if the products meet the need is to try them yourself. If you want to evaluate this company, best way to do it, become a customer first, try the products. If you like the products, if you feel like there's a market for them, then we can talk about the business. Here's what makes Herbalife special, in my opinion. The products plus you, the distributors. The distributors who want to help a customer succeed. Sometimes the products aren't enough. Sometimes you need accountability. Sometimes you need a friend. Sometimes you need a coach. Sometimes you need somebody to push you. Sometimes you need somebody to hold you accountable, right? It helps you do more than you would have done if you didn't have that accountability. I had Dana White accountability. I had Stefan Graziani accountability. I had all of you as accountability. I've got trainers that show up at the house to hold me accountable. I've got, one of the biggest things that held me accountable to getting in shape is I did a 90-day coaching program, and I told all the people in the 90-day coaching program, you do what I tell you to do, and I'll get myself in shape during these 90 days, and I'll hold myself accountable to you. Accountability matters. It really matters. And that's the Herbalife difference, in my opinion. If it was just the products by itself in a store, it would be one thing. But when the distributors get added to that product, the product becomes 10 times more powerful. How many agree that you, by yourself, make the products more powerful for the consumer? So do the products meet the need? Answer is yes. Are the products backed up by quality and science? And I'm just going to give you an overview because this is so overwhelming. It's too much to even absorb, okay? You can't even write it down. I'll give it to you so you can look at it later. But 300 staff scientists, 19 labs, internal state-of-the-art manufacturing, 300,000 annual internal product quality tests, constant research and development, seed-to-feed initiatives, their own soy, aloe, and tea fields, ingredients with purpose, care at every stage, nutrition you can trust. These products are award-winning around the world. I mean, it just doesn't stop as far as quality is concerned. And then, are the products priced to sell? 4 elements when I took a look at this, when I evaluated myself. Are the products priced to sell? There's a combination of 4 things: quality ingredients, science, customer and company results, getting results, and Michael talked about it, taste. Taste really matters. I don't care how healthy that stuff is. People will not choke it down if it doesn't taste good. So to find a way to have something that has science that actually tastes good at the same time is a real challenge. And the company has risen to that challenge. So in my opinion, here's what Herbalife products do. They provide a high quality, custom solutions for people who are serious about their health, their fitness, their vitality, and their energy. That's what they do. So you tell me if Herbalife answers these 5 questions or not. I tell you, in my opinion, they answer all 5. And here's the best way to judge. Here's the best way for you to answer the question yourself. Become a customer. Have that be part of your homework. Order all the products. Try all the products. Find out which ones work for you and your family. Find out which ones work for people who really have a need. That's how the best way for you to evaluate these companies, become a customer yourself. So, what you want to ask in this, the last question, I'm sorry, is are the products priced for profit? There's 3 different elements. Do the customers get a good value? Does the entrepreneur make enough money for this to be worth their time? And does the company make enough money to be profitable and sustainable? You know how hard that balance is? It's very, very hard. And the company has found that balance over 44 years. So the products check out. We agree? Check mark on the products. Next thing to take a look at is the company. It's ridiculous what the company offers. It was founded by this gentleman by the name of Mark Hughes. He was the founder and first distributor. It was continued with Michael Johnson as chairman of the board. Its president is Stefan Graziani, who's been in the field for 32 years. I think on the corporate side, they're just a representation of 9,000 people that work for this company that really care. I've done my homework. I'd encourage you to do your homework to find out if they really care, because they really do. They are the #1 active and lifestyle nutrition brand in the world. Now listen, do you know how many companies would love to brag about this one point? #1 active and lifestyle nutrition brand in the world. How many of you are proud of the fact that you represent the #1 active and lifestyle nutrition brand on planet Earth? But that's not just it. They're also #1 they have the #1 protein shake in the world. How many are proud of that fact? Come on, #1 protein shake on planet Earth. The #1 weight management and well-being brand in the world. The #1 in weight loss supplements in the world. They have over 9,000 employees in 90+ countries around the world. They have in 2023 net sales of $5.1 billion. This is no joke. This is solid as a rock. This is going nowhere. Publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange, which means you can trust it. There's full transparency. You don't have to worry about it. Are they doing the right thing? Because they are under the tightest regulatory scrutiny possible. 2 million distributors in these 95+ countries around the world. Tens of millions of customers around the world. And plus the Herbalife culture. When you get to know it, healthy, positive, energetic, entrepreneurial. Just being around a positive environment is something very, very special. I would encourage you to be around a positive environment if you're not around one right now, because this is a positive environment. Not only that, they give back. The Herbalife Family Foundation has had decades of impact, 30 years now, global reach, disaster relief. I'll let you read about that later, but just know that the company actually cares and they give back. Now let me get into some stuff that I'm not going to share with you in detail. I'm just going to share with you very quickly. So if you want to take a picture quick. Because there's so much social proof about this company that if you want to call it a scam, you look a little bit foolish. If you want to call it illegitimate, you should be quiet. Because you're going to look stupid. And Consciously or subconsciously, shame on you. You should never apologize for what this company has done. They have innovated for 44 years. You're making it happen. Take a look at the partnerships. The Global Anti-Hunger Partnership Organizations, the government and other partnership organizations, the sports sponsorships, over 150 athletes. And we just oh, by the way, we have Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, you guys don't even brag about it. I don't see you bragging. Only in this room. Only in this room. Show me a company on earth, show me a company that's invested in 150 plus athletes and teams, 40 plus sports, 6 national Olympic committees. Show me a company that's done that. It doesn't exist. The scientific organizations, look at the membership and board membership and sustaining partners that they're connected to. This is just a partial list of the scientific organizations. Take a look at the industry associations. This is just a partial list of the board members and members that they're connected to in industry. Take a look at the certifications. This is just a partial list. Just a tiny list. Take a look at the awards. This is just 2023, and it's a partial list. So, I don't know about you, but we all agree that the product checked out at least enough for you to be able to take another look. How many agree that the company checks out as far as being legit? All right. So if the company checks out and the products check out, third thing you need to check out is the model. And this is something that makes Herbalife so unreal. There's 4 things that Herbalife distributors do. 1, they sell quality products and they support the customers. The distributor is the special factor that provides that support to the customer. Number 2, they recruit an ever-expanding team of other distributors who are out there selling. Nothing happens unless the product is sold to the customer, okay? But if we can build a bigger team, we can sell more product. You can only sell so much by yourself. So we sell and recruit. The third thing we do is we duplicate the process. This brings in the magic of Herbalife, where people can start to duplicate and build bigger and bigger and bigger teams all the way around the world, in all these countries around the world. And the fourth thing we do is we improve the productivity of the teams that we build based upon the leadership that we provide to those teams. If we split this stadium down the middle and half has a great leader and the other half doesn't have a good leader, the half that has a great leader is going to win. Right? So our leadership matters. So, the Herbalife products, I've never seen anything like it, ever. They can be sold so many different ways. Most companies that I've worked with in 36 years, they've got one way, and that's it. This is how they build. Or maybe they do that plus a little social media. That's about it. But here you've done something that no company has ever done in the history of network marketing in the last 100 years. The physical nutrition clubs are an absolute innovation. It's never happened in the history of the world. 67,000 locations around the world, all independently run. No franchise fees, no franchises at all. Fueled by Herbalife products and Herbalife people. Take a look at the approximate number of locations of these other brands around the world. Burger King, KFC, Subway, Starbucks, McDonald's, 42,000 locations. Herbalife has 67,000 locations. And if you're a prospect, I'm going to say, I bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't know that, did you? And that's an innovation that happened from the company. And then there's innovations inside of the innovations. There's people who came up with this concept called budget breakfast clubs. And from this alone, this started in 2018. Low budget, small in size nutrition clubs, and they've created a flow and a DMO that's so beautiful and so nice and so friendly and so natural, and people move through without feeling a lot of resistance. There's not a lot of friction inside of that whole structure. So I'm proud of you guys for putting it together, and congratulations on more innovation. And I'm sure there's more innovation to come. Transformation challenges, that's how I was first introduced a year ago. Weight loss marathons, fit camps, social media, person to person. Don't sleep on person to person. And with Herbalife, here's the great thing. You can start however you'd like. You have total flexibility and you have no barriers. Think about that. You don't have to follow one particular plan. What I would tell you is you can build a team as big as you want and let people pick whatever model that is comfortable for them and let them go grow with that model. But the people who build a big team get to get it all. They get to get all the money. They get to get all the opportunity, and then let people focus on the particular DMO and go build from there. So does the model check out? Yes or no? All right, number 4 is the compensation plan. And in the compensation plan, there's 4 elements that you need to evaluate in the compensation plan if you're going to get involved. Okay, if you're going to look at any business, you got to see how you're going to get paid. 1, there needs to be startup costs that need to be manageable for the average person. If you want to build a big team, the startup costs need to be manageable. Would you agree? It's better than having a big, large fee. If those startup costs are manageable, you can build a bigger business faster. Number 2, there needs to be the possibility to make some money quickly. Person's got to be able to get a return of their investment pretty quick. Number 3, there has to be the possibility for a part-time person to make enough money with a reasonable effort for it to be worth their time. So a part-time person's got to be able to say, you know what, this is worth my time. I can see a vision for the future. And 4, there must be the possibility for those rare few achieving the highest levels to fulfill their dreams and aspirations of earning big money through hard work, skill, and dedication. How many of you are interested in big money? How many of you understand that it's possible for you? But here's the thing, not everybody's going to be interested in that. Some people are just going to be interested in the products. That's great. Some people make a few bucks, a few extra dollars. That's fine for them. Some people are going to be able to make a nice part-time income. Wonderful. Some people are going to go for all of it. And what's great with Herbalife is people can choose whichever way they want to go. So I would encourage you to evaluate the compensation plan more deeply, but just know this. The company has balanced those 4 elements very, very well and taken care of all 4 of those things very, very well. And when you do your homework, I feel that you're going to find that they have done well with the compensation plan. And then the 5th thing to take a look at is the support. Herbalife support is enormous. How many of you have started a traditional business outside of network marketing? Raise your hands. Outside of network marketing. Keep your hands up if you agree that it's hard. It's hard. How much support do you get? Like nothing. You get less than nothing. You have to do it all by yourself. But what's so great about Herbalife, with this tiny little startup cost, they give you access to products, training, distribution internationally, manufacturing, legal, customer service, technology, recognition, incentives, events, and more. Plus, there's a whole team of distributors that want to see you win. So, tell me where you're going to find that. You want to start a side hustle? Tell me where you're going to find that list of support. for free. You don't have to pay a penny for it. It's all provided for you. You don't have to pay a nickel. Show me. I'll wait. Any company in the world, any side hustle in the world, I'll debate anyone on any stage at any time as far as lining up what Herbalife has against any side hustle on planet Earth. Herbalife wins every single time. There is no competition. Zero. End of story. I don't care what the side hustle is. So that's the support. The sixth thing to take a look at is timing. In real estate, it's location, location, location. Very important to have the right location. In business, many times it's timing, timing, timing. You want to make sure you're in the right place at the right time. Here's what you have inside of Herbalife that makes it special. You have lower than typical risk. There's always risk involved in anything, but there's lower than typical risk. Let me tell you why. 44 years. They've already been through the battles. They've already been through the wars. They've already gone through all of these different things. They've already put all the research behind the product. They've already done all of that stuff. So the risk has been sucked out. And yet, most people in the world not only need the products, but would be willing to use the products if someone would just educate them about these products. Most people in the world still don't know these products exist. They don't even know that they're there. It's your job to tell them. It's your job to build a team big enough to tell them. So that timing situation is so special, and it's so rare to find very low risk and very high potential upside, where you can expand around the world and build a huge team. You can build an empire inside of this company. The top 100 is totally available to you. For everybody in this room, the top 100 in this company is available to you. The top 50 in this company is available to you. The top 20 in this company is available to you. The number one spot in this company is available to you. You just have to decide if you want it. That's a timing situation that is special. And the cool thing is they're just getting started. I believe that everything that Herbalife has done up until this point has been practice. The last 44 years has just been dress rehearsal. Now it's time to run. They've taken everything, they've built this incredible, beautiful foundation, and that's what I view, what you've built so far. I don't view it as an empire. I view it as a foundation. This is a stage that's been built for you to stand on. This is a stage for you to perform on. It's a foundation for you to build on. It's not a skyscraper for you to add one more floor to. It's a foundation in every single market around the world. It's just now getting started. It's a matter of what you do in your head, where you're going to take this. So, last thing I will tell you, timing I think checks out. How many would agree that timing checks out? Yes? Last thing I will tell you is this, is vision. And vision is a unique combination of two things. The company's vision, and I will tell you, clear as day, they're aimed at 20 billion. That's their next target. It's not their final target, but that's their next target. 5.1 billion was last year, 20 billion is their next target. And they're very serious about it. They're committed to it. I looked them in the eye, and I can tell pretty quick, and after 7 months, I can tell you for a fact, they're absolutely committed to 20 billion. You got to decide how much of that 20 billion you want. There's 15 billion on the table for somebody in this arena to take their piece. For real, because it's going to happen, with or without you. I hope it happens with you, but it's going to happen. So it's a unique combination of the company's vision on one side and your vision. What's your vision for your country? What's your vision for your team? What's your vision for your organization? What's your vision for the number of people that are going to get fit? What's your vision for the families that are going to be impacted? What's your vision for the financial freedom you're going to be able to provide to the number of people around the world? What's your vision for the number of people that are going to be qualified in Premier League? What's your vision for who's going to be at Extravaganza next year? What's your vision for all of this and more? So when you add the company's vision to your vision, now we've got all 7. Now here's the great thing. You don't need all 7 in order to succeed, to build a big business. But if you have all 7, and you don't at least explore the rest of this opportunity, if you don't try the products, if you don't do your homework on the company, if you don't check this out, if you don't go visit one of these clubs, if you don't do your homework, then it's on you. You need to go plug back into the matrix and go do whatever it is that you want to do and live out the rest of your days at 10% of your potential. But if you see all 7, in my opinion, it's irresponsible if you don't take action. You need to do a little bit more homework and use the product. So here's what I will tell you. In summary, Herbalife offers quality products in hot categories. I think you'd all agree. Support in 95 countries. Entrepreneurship for the average person with less than typical risks. 44 years experience, 9,000 employees, millions of satisfied distributors and customers, a money-back guarantee which takes the risk out even further. And like I told you, I think the last 44 years have just been rehearsal. It's just been practice. It's built the stage. It's built the foundation. The real opportunity starts right now. Right now, this moment. I'll tell you what successful people do. Here's what successful people do. Successful people say yes to opportunity. They say yes. Number 2, they tell the whole world. And then number 3, they figure it out. That's what successful people do. They say yes, they tell the world, and they figure it out. A few more final thoughts for you, and then I'll be back this afternoon to give you some training on how to turn all this into reality. But it's time for every single one of you to think bigger than you've ever thought in your lives. If there's an epidemic at all, it's an epidemic of people thinking too small. You need to think bigger than you've ever given yourself permission to think before. The world is not served by you playing small. Number 2, it's time for every single one of you to be stronger than you've ever been before. No more whining, no more complaining. You need to grow a thicker skin. You need to embrace that this is a non-traditional approach to entrepreneurship, and you're not a traditional person. Embrace that. Don't be ashamed of it. Don't apologize for it. This is a non-traditional approach. No blaming, no more whining, no more complaining, no more excuses. Do what needs to be done. Every one of you needs to be stronger. Who's ready to be stronger? Faster. If I've learned anything in my entrepreneurial career, is that success loves speed. You gotta go. If you're gonna get it done, get it done. If you're gonna get to President's team, get to President's team. If you're gonna get to Premier League, get to Premier League. Get it done. Hurry up. Just because we've been around for 44 years doesn't mean you need to take 10 years to get to Mill Team. You don't need 10 years to get to Mill Team. Get it done. So that's my evaluation of the Herbalife opportunity. I will tell you, in my opinion, Herbalife is special, and I can't